What's going on, everybody? Deal here, and today I am playing Team Deathmatch on Kowloon. I got the PSG sniper with the ACOG scope. My secondary is the Python dual wield, and my perk setup is Ghost, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Ninja. And I've been getting a lot of questions for my perk setups on my classes, so I'm probably going to start going over them a little bit more in depth now. So let me start with this. I hate using Ghost. I think it's an overpowered perk, but I use it when it makes sense for the class. And for snipers, it makes complete sense. Snipers, you really need to take the time to line up your shot because of the whole randomized bullet stuff that track included in this game. And you don't want to be seen on the radar and have them jump in and you're all surprised, because then you won't get those shots off and you're going to die a lot more. So Ghost really helps me out with that. Sleight of Hand, though the pro ability doesn't help with the sniper, the fast reloads are awesome. And I don't have the pro ability as Scout, so Sleight of Hand is the next best perk to use because, let's be honest, the initial ability is useless. So Sleight of Hand is just an awesome perk all around, and I've kind of gotten addicted to it. I can't not use it because then it feels wrong, because I'll aim down sight slow and I'll reload slow and it just bothers me. As for Ninja, I'll always go with Ninja. I can't use anything else. I hate hearing my own footsteps because I use a headset, and it helps me hear others, so that's a good thing. And plus, they can't hear my footsteps if anyone's trying to listen to them, so that's just a bigger plus ability. It helps me out a lot. So anyways, with that out of the way, let me talk about my main topic now, and it's about complaining. I've been complaining a lot lately, the past 2 or 3 weeks, and though I don't know why, it got me thinking about complaining in general, and it's kind of pointless. I mean, think about it. Let's say you wake up with a headache. You're probably going to complain to someone. You go to your job and maybe a customer rubs you the wrong way. You're going to complain about that at some point. You go on COD and a ghost camper kills you. You're going to complain about that. Well, you're complaining a lot, and this is just in one day. So complaining happens frequently. Now all these things I complain about too. So when I complain to someone, you want to complain because you want your problems resolved, you know? I hate ghost campers. I think Ghost is an overpowered perk. So I want Ghost to be nerfed in some sort of way. But complaining to you, how is that going to resolve my issue? It's not. It's useless banter. It doesn't need to happen. And it makes me come off as kind of a bitch. Now, complaining in certain places is justifiable. You're at the doctor, you have a sore arm, and maybe, it didn't happen from an injury, it just started being sore the past couple days. You're going to complain about that, and the doctor can help you. So that's complaining in a justifiable manner. But complaining in other aspects is just ridiculous. It doesn't need to be done. Like with the customer being rude or whatever, and it bothers me. If I complain to someone about it, what are they going to do to me? How are they going to resolve my issue? They can't. The problem happened. I reacted in my angry manner. And that's it. The best thing I can do now is just go on with my day. So to complain to someone else about that, it just comes off bad. And there are a few people, both at work and out of work, where they complain a lot. And I don't like talking to them as much as I like talking to others, because all they do is complain. And, applying that to myself, I hope that I don't complain too much, that people don't want to talk to me as much. I don't want to come off as a bitch. I want to come off as, a nice person to talk to. So I want to work on complaining less. And that's tough because we all complain. It's a natural part of life. And I'll probably still complain in the future, but I really want to minimize it. Because though complaining is useless, it can spark conversation sometimes if the topic can relate to someone. So while it's okay once in a while to complain, complaining too much starts to become overbearing. And, I really want to work on the whole complaining where it's appropriate. So if I'm at my job and a customer rubs me the wrong way, complaining to an employee about it, it makes more sense than complaining to someone on Call of Duty about it. And maybe I can word it in a way that's not so much complaining as it is just kind of stating the fact. So that way I can more spark a conversation than just kind of want them to resolve my issue. So, what do you guys think about this? What do you think of the whole topic of complaining? Do you find that you complain a lot? And, well, how do you word it? Because I figure some people can complain, but they can word it in a way that can spark a conversation. So you can turn a complaint into a good thing. But if you word it wrong, and you try to get the person to resolve your issue when they really can't, it turns into a bad thing. Because then it's an awkward position for them, and it just makes you look bad. So just leave feedback below. I think it's kind of an interesting topic. And, I mean, for me, I just want to work in the future. I just want to, turn these negative experiences into some positives. Or I'll just not say anything at all. And hopefully I can come off as a better person. Not that I come off as a bad person, or at least I hope I don't. But better. I want to work on that. So anyways, I'm going to talk about the gameplay now. I always like to do a little bit of my topic and then the gameplay. I'm kind of running around. I'm a more aggressive sniper because the ACOG allows me to kind of handle middle ranges better. And controlling the idle sway of the ACOG, it's a little difficult at first. But if you can kind of learn to adjust to it, the ACOG's not so bad. I mean, the bolt action rifle, I don't like its ACOG. I feel it's really inaccurate. Maybe I'm just not using it right, but I don't use it there. And though this ACOG sight has glare and it's kind of hard to see, I like it on this gun a lot. I mean, on the Xbox it's clear, but on the PS3 it's got like glare and it's dark and it sucks. I don't know why, but the sights in this game just are dirtier and harder to see through than the Xbox. So I'm playing a little bit more aggressive, but I still can't like run out into the open and hope to kill everybody. I gotta take cover, line up my shots, and take them properly. But as you see, if I just take it a little bit slower, but I still play aggressively, the result ends well. And this game definitely proves that. Just slow down your gameplay a little bit, and as long as you're using the right weapon the right way, you're gonna do well. And the secondary is a huge part of any weapon, and especially with a sniper, because you have to rely on it for the close quarters. And the dual pythons are crazy. The Magnum's always been a strong weapon, and the dual wield has always been a very good option. Though they're not as good as the Modern Warfare 2 variant, they're still really, really kick-ass. So, use them if you haven't already. They pull out a little bit longer than your average pistol, but it's going to kill a lot faster than your average pistol. Well, anyway, guys, that's about it for this gameplay. I hope you enjoyed the commentary, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really like that. Also, leave some feedback below. I really like to talk about these sort of topics, so feedback is really appreciated. And lastly, subscribe if you want to see future commentaries similar to this one. And thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. Final score is 35-7.